Hi guys, I'm Member. Thank you so much for being here. So today I'm here with another pick a card, and it's what's happening next for you. We have three piles, and the first pile is Pine Spirit Purification. The second pile is Owl Spirit Wisdom, and the third pile is Spirit Guardian of Summer Expansion. So take your time. The links to the piles will be in the description box below, and I'll give you a few seconds, and then we'll get started. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So today we are looking at what's happening next for you. And you picked Pine Spirit Purification. We also have Androgyny. We have Bee Spirit Prosperity, Spirit Guardian of Autumn Letting Go, Antimony. We have the Cartographer, A Crossroads and Exploration, the King, Reversal of Fortune and Control, and we have the Riddle. Okay, so I feel like you are heading into a space where you are going to be able to break through. There's something that you've been working at for quite a long time, it feels like to me. I was seeing you in like a race of some sort, and like what I saw was you hitting the finish line. I feel like you've been going through a death process or a transformation of some type, and it's pretty massive. I feel like you've had to kind of, with this riddle card, really unpack and untangle a lot of complexities within you specifically, because we have the androgyny card, and the androgyny card is about connecting different parts of yourselves and seeing it as like a whole cohesive unit. Now, I love that you're moving towards prosperity. There's something about channeling your frustrations into creativity of some type. It could be a job, it could be a project, or even just a hobby. There's something about you specifically channeling. I'm getting anger, but it doesn't have to be anger. It feels like, okay, I was like meditating on your energy, and it felt like you were going through a corrosive process. And in the book, it talks about corrosion as medicine. And I feel like you've been in this like really weird process of being like turned over in friction, like a friction process. Like it's been rubbing up against parts of you that maybe feel quite raw, that feel scared, uncertain, and you've had to you're in the process of like shedding a lot, because that's a purification card. It's like literally you're purifying your energy in some way. And we also have the letting go card, which is like autumn, which is like the leaves. I'm seeing the leaves fall off the tree, and you may feel like you're in a period of winter and autumn at this moment, but where I'm seeing you go is this bee spirit, this prosperity. I also got that you may have been swallowing truths, and those truths have been embedded in your energy. It could have been truths from like the past that you had to swallow in childhood, or it could be certain truths about yourself or even other people that you are coming to terms with. There's something about swallowing truths, not being able to speak, not being able to express yourself in some way. And maybe that's where that friction is happening. I see you breaking through. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a throat chakra thing too. So you could have felt like you've had a hard time expressing yourself in a certain way, or even figuring out what you want to be able to express. There's something about trying to untangle a lot of conditioning is what I'm seeing. And you've done a really great job. Now, you could have been trying to control this process. And it's totally human. That's why I'm like, I totally get that. I like to control things too, just to feel safe, right? And I think that you're realizing through letting go, that is where you're going to like have abundance show up. It's not in like trying to control this outcome, and you don't necessarily always do it consciously, right? Like I don't either, right? No one really does when it comes to like subconscious safety and internal safety. And I think you are creating a safer, I'm hearing, environment around you. Some of you could be like getting rid of a person or a work thing that is causing you to feel run down, because I do feel like there's some type of being drained. There's some type of draining that's happening. And so if you're looking for a breakthrough, or if you're looking to let someone go, or if you're looking to get to the end of a death process or a transformation, that's where I see you're going. Like you're going through a major transformation and have been for quite a while. It's been I'm hearing Spirit say, intricate and difficult process. and you're moving forward. I see the Death card and the Chariot. We got 2 water signs. We got Scorpio and Cancer showing up for you. Cancer kept coming through for you quite strongly. Just this like you may be in a transition period and feeling quite frustrated over your progress. Spirit is saying you are so much farther ahead than you think. I think we all are at most times, but there is a specific message coming through that you are way more ahead of yourself than you think you are. And to stop judging yourself so much if you are. Stop judging yourself. Like, this is a lot. You're going through a lot. There also could be someone around you that's been in this king energy, like wanting to really control what's going to happen next. And Spirit is wanting to I'm hearing repurpose you back into yourself and realize that you are important enough to make decisions. And if you need to make a decision to move forward in some way that's right for you and you know it's aligned, and it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks. And I know it's hard not to take into consideration what maybe this person or this job wants for you, right? But if I hear it could be making some of you sick, like physically sick and emotionally sick. It's like holding on to things for too long, right? It's like I do that too. It's really giving me hanged man energy, just like maybe like not feeling like you can trust yourself, or feeling like you don't really know how to make the next step, or you don't know if you're going to be safe and held when you make this next step. And I think Spirit wants to like reiterate, you are safe to make this move. It is aligned. You are letting it go, even if you feel like it's been a really difficult process in letting things go. And you're not just letting go of a person or a project or a work thing. You are letting go of maybe certain identities that you've held, certain coping mechanisms. And it's not easy. I just go back to this riddle. You may have been dealing with, so the antimony card talks about fierceness and hunger and the wild side of everything, right? And that can be a pro and a con. Maybe you've been really digging into like, how you're using your fire energy, or how you're using your fierceness, or where your creativity or output of energy is going to. I'm seeing it like, and it's coming through very analytical, which is very interesting. So you might be very analytical. But yeah, you're looking at how is my hunger affecting hold on one second. Sorry guys, I had my daughter, she needed food, and so it was like a whole thing. Okay, so I was talking about fierceness of hunger, and I think Spirit wanted me to talk about how are you sustaining yourself and your hunger, right? Like, and that could be like, what are you hungry for? What are your desires? And I think that you're like looking at where's my hunger showing itself, and how can I give myself proper nutrition, right? And I'm not just talking about like food, but this could be food too. I'm talking about food, I'm talking about people, I'm talking about the social media even, right? Like, what are you feeding yourself with? And how is your output? I feel like I'm just like, what is your output looking like? Like, where is your energy going to? And I think that Spirit really wants to, well, what I was seeing is that your energy was going so much, and it had to go to this, to closing something off. I kept seeing the World, and then I saw 6 of Wands, which is like, congratulations, like on your ability to kind of close cycles, or you're closing a cycle, and it's really difficult. And maybe, and then of course, when you close a cycle, you're opening a cycle, and I keep seeing you're opening a cycle. I can't show you the World picture because it's naked. The girl's naked, but you're opening a cycle where you are like giving, like, I feel like the prosperity card and the Queen of Pentacles is really showing me like you're looking to invest into things, and what's happening next for you is that you're investing in things where you are truly giving yourself another chance. I'm hearing another chance. I don't know why that's coming through, but you're putting energy into the things that make you feel worthy, the things that make you feel alive. And I think that you had to kind of really like unpack this riddle of like, okay, where am I giving my energy to, and why? And what does that look like for me, right? And I think that you're now learning about how to, I'm seeing you pivot, like I'm seeing a pivot. And you're pivoting your energy towards, sorry about the dogs barking, I don't know if you can hear them. Pivoting your energy towards things that are going to make you feel really truly fed, and in a nutritional type of way. I might have to close that window. Hold on one second. It's just so hot in here. Hold on. also there's something coming through about you mapping a new way. Like you're mapping a new way for yourself and what you want to do next. Like this card right here. So you see there's like these little, like it's a cartographer. So like it's a person that maps, right? And I'm seeing you really map out like, okay, where you're like actively, what I'm loving about this is like you're actively like, okay, where's my energy going? How is that showing up in my life? Where do I need to cut off the branches that are dead, right? Like the parts of my life that are not feeling alive, what are not feeling exciting or fulfilling. You are cutting off the things that really need to die. And that is not easy. And I think you've had to put a lot of your energy into working out how to close something off, how to let something go, how to heal yourself and how to meet yourself in the moments when you're feeling extremely down about yourself and extremely uncertain and not knowing how to move and not knowing what to do next and not knowing how to heal it or not knowing how to or not knowing even what's necessarily not working for you. I think this process for you has been really about getting to know yourself more. And now because you are closing things down that are not serving you, you're becoming more aligned, you're purifying your heart, your soul, and your mind. I rhymed. Like 3 times. Okay. Oh, also the number 728 was coming through. I don't know why. And sunflowers. Sunflowers are coming through. And I just love sunflowers, and I think that it's really, I don't know why it's so, okay. Yesterday this bee landed on me, and then it landed on my phone, and I got this message about, I don't want to like say what happened, but it was just like a really beautiful synchronicity. And I think that I think where you're heading next is somewhere much more abundant and somewhere that is much more connected to your energy and really values you. And I think that you've had to really value yourself through this process, and that's why this is showing up like this. Like you're really working hard at putting your energy into things that are going to be prosperous and abundant, and I think that you're going to be seeing the fruits of your labor from that. Okay. I want to see what's happening next. What else is happening next? You're just unpacking a lot. Like I'm seeing an unpacking of a lot of things, and I don't think you're going to be willing to swallow truths anymore. I don't think you're going to be willing to accept bad behavior. I think that you're going to let go of control more. And I think that that's going to really show you the beauty of like what happens when you do that. And this is also just really about believing in yourself and that you have the ability to change things if you really want to change things. And that you are, I don't know why this just kept coming through. You are so important, Pile One. You really are. You have so much value. And I think maybe you've been giving value to things or had in the past been giving value to things that were not valuing you. And I think that that's what you're shifting. And because you're shifting that, you're going to see so many beautiful things happening for you. And I think that there's some kind of creative outlet that you're going to be giving to, whether it be a job or a project or a person. There's something where you're shifting your awareness away from the things that are dying, and you're shifting your awareness to things that are really like that make you feel fulfilled and alive. And because you're doing that, that's where you're going to see a lot of the beauty and the abundance come from that, because you're channeling your creativity into something that is really valuing you and really makes you feel valued. Hold on one second. Okay, so sorry for all the distractions. I think that's a message in and of itself. You could be getting quite distracted by things in your environment. Okay, I'm going to get some tarot on what's going to happen next. What's happening next for Pile 1 Spirit Guides? 5 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Hold on one second. There's the Hangman. I knew that was going to come out. I had a feeling. I was like, the Hangman's coming out. I know it. The Empress. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, wow. This is really cool. Ace of Wands. Wow, you have 2 new opportunities. You have an Ace of Pentacles and an Ace of Wands. I do feel like what's happening next for you is a lighting up of your soul. There's something that you're nurturing that you're really excited about, that you're going to be really excited about. But it comes after a period of maybe people fighting you, conflict, having to deal with your inner conflict, having to deal with your outer conflict, because we have 5 of Wands here. But you're moving slowly, and you had to get a different perspective. And then once you get that different perspective, I feel like you're already nurturing yourself, but you really are able to shift your energy into the newer things. And like, look at, it's like see the Knight of Pentacles moving this way, and this is like behind you. So if you're feeling like you're dealing with conflict with people, or you're feeling like you're dealing with a lot of inner conflict, moving slowly is what, and continually giving consistent real world energy, pentacle energy into things that from a higher perspective are much better for you. And then also being really motherly and nurturing towards yourself. And that is creating this beautiful new beginning. There's a new beginning that you're having 100%. And it lights your soul up. So your breakthrough is like, some of you could have an offer. Ace of Pentacles can be an offer. It can be a new beginning. It can be an offer from someone else. It can be an offer you're giving yourself. It could be a job offer. But Ace of Wands is also something like that really also lights your heart up. It's something that makes you feel, I'm hearing excited to be alive. That's what I'm hearing. I'm seeing what this is. Hold on one second. We got 4 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, the Devil, okay, 8 of Cups. Yeah, I was feeling that. Okay, so I think the riddle that you've been having to unpack is negative coping mechanisms. It could be, but things that you're like, okay, we have the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is really beautiful here because you're walking away from the things that negatively have affected you, that you felt tied to, attached to in a way that has been really hard. It's sitting right on the riddle card. It's been really hard to unpack this devil energy specifically for you. And some of you could have been dealing with a third party, but that's not for all of you. It's a very small amount of you, possibly. Yeah. This could be a relationship. Okay, so the devil energy is Capricorn energy, and it is usually negative coping mechanisms, addictions, ways that we give our external power to something outside of us to make us feel internally safe. You're walking away from doing that anymore. And because you really had to, I think, unpack this, or if you haven't unpacked it, it's something that you are unpacking at this moment. But I think a lot of you are in the middle of like releasing this. Like, I'm not going to stand for this anymore. I really want to do things the right way. This is not making me feel good, because this will be a temporary relief. Whatever this is, it's an addiction or a person. It will feel good in the moment and you will get small relief in the moment, but it will always have you, it's like the dangling carrot right in front of you, like always promising you that it's going to give you this the fullness of relief, right? But it never actually like gets to that deeper part of you that really is what's seeking relief, right? It's you're seeking relief for something that's internal that can only be given to yourself internally. And I think you're walking away from the things that are, again, not fulfilling, that maybe give you temporary relief, but are not sustaining you fully. And I think that you've realized what you're realizing, and what you've realized is that like, it's been a wall, right? Like it's kept you from maybe manifesting the things that you want. It's kept you from abundance. It's kept you from moving forward and not feeling stuck. And I think that that's what you're moving through. So if you're feeling really stuck and you're feeling like you don't, I feel like there's a lot of complexity in this reading. If you're feeling really stuck, you have so much to look forward to. And I think Spirit really wants to just help you turn towards the new beginnings and the new exciting things that you have going for you. And to move away from this, because you're outgrowing the devil. Like, I really am feeling like just outgrowing of the devil. And what's happening next for you, if you haven't felt like you've been able to get a full, I wouldn't say control, but full handle on this energy yet, you are. And so that is the next thing that's happening for you. Okay, I do want to get some advice, and let me see where that is. That's here. So guys, is there anything else? I really want to, I feel like, I don't know what I'm feeling like. Yeah, there's some of you have a certain commitment that you need to end with somebody or something, and it's really hard to do, and Spirit is just telling you that it's aligned, but you can do this. You can. You really can. And I think that sometimes it just takes us some time to get to that point, to where we can really fully release something or somebody, especially if it's like an addiction or something. It's so hard to do that. I'm so hot right now. It's not exciting. Okay, what's the advice? Magic prayer, coming apart. Yeah, I was feeling that with the androgyny card. Spirit of place coming together. So you got coming apart, come together. So I don't know if this is necessarily advice or just like you are doing this. Like, you are, certain parts of you have come apart to heal. to come back together in union. And I think you are unionizing with yourself because you're walking away from things that don't serve you anymore, that only give you temporary relief. And I do feel like your spirituality is getting affected by this. Sorry, it's all over the place. You have magic prayer, you have spirit of place, and you have the golden palace. You're walking, I'm seeing you walk on a golden road, and you are through this experience and through this process, you're really connecting deeply to different parts of yourself, but also your spirituality in a much deeper way than you have it before. And you are coming together. And I don't know, some of you could have I'm hearing a romantic relationship that's, because like, you see how it's under the Ace of Wands, like coming together. Some of you could have a relationship that's coming in for you next as well. And your spirituality is helping you create a new beginning. And it's really beautiful. And I'm so proud of you, Pile 1. And I hope this helps. I think that's all I have for you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So today we are doing a pick a card on what's happening next for you. And you picked the card Owl Spirit, Wisdom. We also have Mortification, Thicket of Thorns, Uncertainty, Frog Spirit, Renewal, Autumn. We have the Siren, the Bridge, and the Mentor. Okay, Pile 2. This is a lot. Like, whatever you are going through has been extremely dense. Like, there is such a heaviness and just a pain. Like, there's so much, I think, oh my gosh, there's so much pain. You've been going through such a process of transformation that you could feel quite burnt out at this point. You have a lot of different energies that are talking about letting go of something and letting something die, and how difficult of a process that might be specifically for whatever this is for you. There's something that's been calling to you or sucking your energy or being kind of vampiric is what I'm hearing. This Siren card, I feel like there's something about somebody being around you or something being around you that is really like calling to a shadowy part of you, okay? And you may have been giving to this previously or still are. There's no judgment about if you are giving anything to the Siren person or thing. I think that you are going through a process of letting whatever this Siren is representing for you go. Like, this has been so hard for you, I think, to let go of. I think, like, let's just say it's a person. Like, it's a person that you really love, really feel attracted to, really feel magnetized towards, but it's not fulfilling a deeper part of you. It's like scratching an itch, but then like you're scratching the itch, but like there's a deeper itch that needs to be scratched. And I think that there's been a bridge happening between the mentor part of you, which I'd be saying like the more like mystical, higher self part of you, the part of you that's more like connected to the higher realms, right? More of the light. And then you have a bridge to the Siren part of you, which is a part of you that may be acting in a more shadowy manner. And I think that this process has been about recognizing like what this is, right? What the Siren is. I think it's taken you guys quite a while to figure out what this has been about. And then even knowing how to fix it, or how to heal it, or how to move with it, or how to like work with it. It's been very difficult. I just can't even explain to you how difficult this feels to me. This process that you've been in feels like so difficult and so uncertain and so painful. Like, I don't know if this person or this thing has brought up a lot of wounds in you, or has really triggered just like so much inner child wounding and the past. Like, I just keep seeing the past and your inner child being very much affected by whatever this Siren has been in your life. And I do feel it has been sucking the life out of you. Now, what's happening next is you're getting a handle on this, okay? So I don't want you to lose hope, okay? We have Mortification here. We have the Autumn card. We have Renewal. We have Wisdom. We have the Mentor. We have the Bridge. Like, these are really beautiful cards. And they are speaking to, like, you are letting something so big die, and it could be a relationship, but it's representing things that are not the relationship, like it or even a workspace, right? Like, let's say you've had an attachment to a work job that's been like draining you and like not giving, and like temporarily makes you feel safe, but really has like and it may be triggering wounds in you, right? I'm trying to give examples, but this has been, again, I just can't even explain to you how hard this has been, because that is really coming through. And it could have had you in quite an obsessed place, or dealing with some elements of possession, obsession, and deceit in some form. Like, let's say you got in a relationship with someone, okay? And at first the relationship seemed really great and really like healthy. But then over time you started realizing maybe this relationship isn't healthy. Maybe it is toxic. Maybe it's bringing up things in me that I need to heal, right? And I think that you're letting go of what you feel. It's like the devil card, right? It's like you're letting go of giving your power away to an external thing, or giving your, like, it's like you're learning about what's happening next for you. Is you're going inward. I'm seeing the Hermit card. You're going inward. You're taking a break. You're taking a pause. You could be at a crossroads right now. Definitely feeling you're at a crossroads of some type, and a decision that needs to be made. This decision to you may feel extremely difficult. Like, this decision may feel almost impossible for you to make. And I think that that's where this dense energy is coming up. Spirit wants to point you to the past and where you didn't feel safe. Okay, how do you want me to say this? It's like you know what you want to do, but you're so afraid of doing it because of fear of maybe not being able to survive, fear of financial fears, survival fear. It really does come down to like a survival safety kind of thing that I'm getting. And Spirit really wants to point you to going inward. I'm seeing you go inward, and I'm seeing you really find that spot in you that is so afraid and scared and uncertain, and really facing it and loving it. There's something about needing to do that. If that's not something that you've done yet, then that's something that Spirit is encouraging you to look at. But something is dying regardless. There's a death process that you are going through. It just feels super heavy. There also could be an incoming mentor of some type to help you with this, because I do feel like this feels bigger than like you as a person. Like, this feels so big. And I think that there could be either a guide's coming in, a person, someone that can help you kind of navigate this, because this feels to me extremely complex. And you might need a little bit more help than you're realizing with this specific thing, because I think it goes and it touches really deep parts of you. And I know Spirit is just like, I really want to give them a leg up, because I feel like you've been really in the depths of the darkness. That's what I'm seeing, like depths of darkness. Just like, and if you don't relate, please go to another pile. But yeah, I just feel like you need to make a decision, and you don't feel like you're strong enough to do so. And Spirit is saying you are strong enough to do so, but this is about cultivating that inner strength and really getting connected to your inner child that's feeling extremely activated by whatever the situation is. Be it a relationship you have to leave, be it a work situation you have to leave. Your inner child is extremely activated. Like it may be running things, like where your inner child may be running things for you, maybe continuing to go to the job even though you really want to leave it, or maybe continuing to see that person when you know they're not good for you, right? It's kind of that giving me that, it's like an activation your inner child is feeling. And Spirit really wants you to get connected to your inner child, because that could very much help. Now, what I saw coming in for you was your higher self was coming in, your bravery was coming in, your resources are coming in, there's support coming in for you, and boundaries. I think boundaries probably would be the best advice here, but I think that's something that you've already been exploring. Like, why don't I have boundaries? Or where can I have more boundaries? Or where can I have less boundaries? And really like what that looks like. There's just a lot of pain, and I just want to validate how much pain this has been, how hard this process has been. Like, I just genuinely want to like honor, like, you've been working so hard to move through some really deep, dark stuff, and I'm talking about stuff that's like really just really dark, really deep and really dark. It's really hard for me to even kind of pinpoint exactly what it is, but it does feel like trauma based to me. yeah, trauma-based to me. And also I feel like whatever this relationship has been has maybe sucked the life out of you and hurt you in some way as well. So you're like dealing with that on top of whatever it's activating in you, right? And I think that you are moving towards a period of renewal. You're purifying and letting go. Like you're in a mortification process, which is letting things die. And then you're also in an autumn process, which is letting things go. You are finding a bridge to your higher self, which I think your higher self is really coming. Like ask your higher self to help you. Like, please help me. Like, I need some help. Like, I genuinely am feeling like a calling for support is needed, definitely for this pile. Like, if there's anybody that you can call for support, if there's any therapist that you're seeing, like, go to see a therapist. Like, I feel like this is quite complex. Yeah, I just feel like this is quite complex. Whatever you're dealing with just feels to me very heavy and dense and very, like, connected to the past and your inner child and trauma, specifically trauma. Okay, what is happening next for pile 2? You're collecting information, Page of Swords, Knight of Wands, okay. What's happening next for pile 2? We have Six of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Chariot. Oh, I like this. This is good. Okay, cool. There's a Five of Cups. There's a Sadness. Looking at moving on, sadness. We have Justice. Yeah. Yes. We have Libra coming out. We have Cancer coming out. I want to get a little bit more. Queen of Swords. There's the boundaries. Yeah. Okay, I want to tell you right now, this is flipping around way more than you even know. Like, if you've been feeling like what I was just talking about, that's flipping around. Like, you've done enough work. I'm now seeing, like, how much work you've done. And it's not that I wasn't seeing it before. I was seeing how much work you had done, but it felt like you were in, not hitting the point of it where you felt like, you know, like you could see the healing, right? Like, you could see how you're healing or how it's working or what the work, because I knew you were doing work, but I just felt like you couldn't see like like when you heal and you're just not seeing the healing yet, right? Now I'm seeing the healing now. Okay, so which is great because I feel like you needed a turning point. I'm like, we need to hit a breakthrough here. We need to hit a turning point. We need to see, like, I need a shift to happen because, like, this is so heavy. I just feel like you're dealing with something so heavy. And I think you've been dealing with something so heavy, but you're now hitting a turning point, okay? You were collecting information over time about how your fire energy was being used, how your oomph was being used, how, like, the part of you that was really inspired to move. And you were looking at was it equal give and take? And I think that you realized that whatever you were giving to was not giving back to you equally and was actually really draining you. And through putting boundaries down, you are now able to move forward. Now, moving forward with the Chariot, there's sadness around moving forward, which I think has actually stopped you from moving forward. And I think that what's happening next is you're processing pain, okay? You're rebalancing, right? Justice is great to see here. I'm loving justice here for you. Like, I just love it. I'm like, yes. And Cancer, like, oh my gosh, yes. And even the Knight of Wands, right? Even though you're collecting information about the Knight of Wands, you're moving forward. And boundaries, okay, like, I feel like I know that I talk about it a lot, but boundaries are so important. And I'm still figuring out how to do boundaries myself. So, like, no judgment. But I do feel like what has helped me is I had to set the boundary with myself first, okay? Like, because the siren, right? Like, it's really attractive. It looks really fun. And it is for a minute. And then it becomes draining and it becomes painful and you're letting other parts of your life, like, kind of fall to the wayside, and then things are falling apart and you're like, what the heck is happening? Like, this is not even what I wanted. Like, this is what is going on, right? And I think that setting a boundary with yourself first, like, hey, we're not going to drink today, or hey, we're not going to go see that person this weekend, or hey, we're not going to say yes when we want to say no, right? Like, that, it's really getting internal and being like, hey, we really need to, at this point, kind of set ourselves up better. And this is not helping us. We've gotten enough information that this is not, going to help us progress and help us in our life. And, like, how do I set the boundaries with myself so that, because here's the thing. It's like your shadow and your higher self are fighting. Like, that's kind of like what I'm seeing here. And there's this bridge here. So it's beautiful because there's a rainbow bridge, right? So it's showing that these two parts of you are healing, okay? So what's happening next for you is that you're healing something really big. You're setting boundaries. You're moving forward, even though it's making you really sad. And you're calling in justice. You're like, I want things to be aligned. I want to feel like I am in balance with myself, because I think that when you're giving too much to the siren, right? Like, because these are parts of us, right? The siren's a part of us, the mentor's a part of us, and then we have the bridge, which is connecting these parts of you. So when you're feeding this, you can feed the siren, right? But if you're feeding it too much, then an imbalance happens, right? So what I'm seeing is the justice card is balancing these two parts of yourself out. And I think that this whole process has been about balancing these energies within you. And I don't think it's been easy, because maybe you've been really used to feeding your shadow, or maybe you've had a lot of trauma to where you've looked for coping in an external way, like through people or through a job or through work or through addictions, right? And I think you're realizing like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. It doesn't even feel good anymore. And emotionally, it doesn't feel good. I'm seeing the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Emotionally. And it's like, maybe the things that brought you, because I'm seeing the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck, maybe the things that brought you anxiety previously are not as scary as they once were, or you're realizing that the fears that you have are not based in reality. And I think that by bringing awareness and clarity and even logic to the situation can help. I think your emotions have probably led the way on this one. Usually when we're feeding to the siren, we're feeling pretty emotionally dysregulated. So regulating is very helpful. Reiki is very helpful. I use it all the time to regulate. Breathing in 4 and then breathing out 8 is very helpful in regulating your nervous system. And I think you've been afraid to manifest, because I think that you've had this, I'm hearing entity in your life. It doesn't have to be an entity, but you get what I'm saying. Like a thing in your life, a siren in your life, that has been really, I'm hearing fucking up, but like messing up your ability to manifest. And I think that you have to give energy. You've been having to give energy to this because you've known that if you still have this in your life, it's going to affect everything else. It's almost like a poison, right? Like I'm seeing a poison. And I'm seeing a poison in, let's just say, your love life, right? But then what happens is if you have a poison in your love life, it's going to seep into all the other areas of your life. And maybe that's something that you've seen, and it's been something that you've been dealing with, and it's been really painful and hard to deal with, because you're like, I just want to feel good. Like, what the heck? Like, I just want to feel better. Like, and this is not makes me feel better for a second, but it's hurting other really important areas of my life. And also, Spirit is saying rest. I think taking a pause, getting really connected internally is going to help you. I'm seeing just the Hermit. So Virgo energy is very helpful. The Hermit, the Four of Swords, anything that can help you get back into your nervous system and relax. Because I feel like this is, again, I just feel like it's just been you've been on overdrive trying to create relief within your nervous system. Like, it really is. Like, I'm seeing it like that. Like, you've been trying to create relief in your nervous system by externally looking and giving to something that has actually been really hurting you. And to stop doing that is like so hard. Like, I can't even tell you how hard it is to stop an addiction, how hard it is to stop this type of coping mechanism, especially if it's a person, okay? Like, especially if it's a person. Like, and I think for a lot of you, it's a person. Like, there's a toxic person in your life, and you have a toxic relationship with them, and it feels really good in the minute, but then afterward, you're like, dude, this is like really not good for me. Like, I really don't even want to be doing this anymore. Like, this is not even what I want anymore. Like, you're getting more connected to your higher self. So what's happening next is you're collaborating with Spirit. You're collaborating maybe with people that can help you move through this a little bit easier, but you're moving forward, okay? Then what's happening next for you is that you're getting on your chariot and you're bouncing, okay? You're moving forward, and you're going towards this Ace of Wands. There's something in your life that's calling to you. A light, a very, very purpose-filled, soul-filled, exciting thing that's calling you. Could be a person. I was seeing twin flame. Like, I saw that. I had to pull extra cards for you because I was just like, I don't understand. Like, I knew what was happening, but it was just so hard to, like, I just didn't know. I want to, like, give you as much help and healing and love as I can, because I just totally understand this. Like, I completely have been through this. This is I have been here. It is so difficult to get out of. And I think that giving yourself that difficulty is a thing. But I think that some of you could have a twin flame coming in, for sure. You and your twin flame, I'm hearing you and your twin flame could be on a very similar journey. They could be having to give up something too to move forward. That's what I'm hearing. Could be a job, could be a person. twin flames mirror each other, okay? So if you believe you're in a relationship with a twin flame and you have somebody that you know is your twin flame, not a karmic, I'm not talking about a karmic, okay? Because I feel like the siren could be a karmic for a lot of you. But some of you have had a twin flame you've been in separation with for quite a while. Some of you I'm hearing years. And only to take this if you really want to have them come back in your life. If you don't, then just be like, this is not resonating, I don't agree. And if they do come back in, you know, you have full ability to say yes or no, okay? So some of you have a twin flame that's been on a very similar journey for you, and it's taken quite a long time for both of you to kind of heal whatever this is. I feel like it's maybe taking them a little bit longer. Just depends on where you're at. But both of you have been looking at possibly in the same situation, but it's going to manifest a little bit differently, right? So both of you could be having to give something up, and this could be the last leg. I'm hearing the last leg of the journey with you and your twin flame to where you guys reconnect. Okay, that's what I'm seeing for some of you coming in next. And some of you could just be having a new love come in or a new project or something like that. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I want to get advice. Pile 2, you've been through the freaking ringer. Like, can I just tell you? I feel like the dog's working is like, yes, you have. You've been through the ringer. You have. You climbed a mountain. You had to come apart. Like, it's been, for some of you, it's been excruciating. Like, I genuinely want to honor the fact that this process has felt like you've been corroded over and over again, and I think some of you had a lot of deep trauma that you've been having to heal, and it's shown up in a situation in your life at this moment where now you're at a crossroads. You're having to make a decision. You don't feel like you're strong enough to do it, but you are, and you're going to make this decision. Like, it's gonna happen. Okay, it's gonna happen. You are rebalancing. Rebalancing happens first within ourselves, and then it happens externally. So just remember that. Balance within yourself. What do you need to feel like filled? What do you need to feel like your needs are being met? What do you feel like you need to have to move forward? What do you feel like you need to feel safe within yourself? What do you need to, like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you need? Because, like, I feel like once you balance within yourself, this is not going to be so difficult. You're way farther ahead of yourself than you think, and you are moving so much more gracefully than you might think too. Like, and I think taking judgment out of this process is going to be very helpful. It's so easy when you're in I'll just call it a siren cycle or a devil cycle, to really judge yourself, just to be so hard on yourself. And I think taking judgment out of this was part of the process for you. And I think what's happening next is you're going to take judgment out of the whole thing. Like, or maybe you are. That's why I'm feeling it. Okay. Yeah, solitude. I was like, dude, you need some solitude. Like, this is the advice. You need solitude. You need to go within. I'm seeing, I was watching something yesterday about lighthouses and how the lighthouse people went missing. Maybe you felt like solitude is scary, or maybe you felt like you haven't had the time to have solitude, but Spirit is saying, take the solitude, okay? And I don't know why details are coming out. Pay attention to the details. I don't know what that means exactly. Pay attention to, I think you've had to really pay attention to every single step you're making. And I think it's been really hard to have to, like, focus like that. What's the advice? Cleaning house. Yep, there it is. Getting rid of the things that are not, and strength. I was seeing strength with the Two of Swords, but the strength was sideways, and now strength is full up. You have the strength to let go of a person, a place, or a thing, okay? You have the strength. I know it doesn't feel like that all the time. I know, okay? I know. Like, I really do. But you have the strength to clean house, to let go of things that aren't serving you, to rebalance within yourself. And that is what you're doing, okay? So, like, just have faith that you can get through this process. Have faith that you can let go of things, even if it's really difficult. You are so resilient, pal, too. And you have let go of things before, okay? Remember how hard it was the last time you had to let go of something. And remember that you did it, okay? And you can do this. It's just maybe taking a little longer. This process may be a little bit longer than the last one. And maybe you're, like, doubting yourself. Like, oh my God, like, why can't I just let it go? Like, I did this before. Like, this should be fine now. Like, I should be able to do this. Like, no. This is a totally different thing that I feel like you had to go through to process, to create more internal safety, and to also know how to regulate yourself, and to really know when you're out of alignment and when you're in alignment, and when you're not regulated and when you are regulated. And I think the siren person has been really hard to let go. Some of you, it could be a childhood friend or a relationship of some type, or it could just be a job that you've been really attached to, and you're breaking that attachment. That's what's happening next. Okay, is there anything else? I'll just do one more card, Spirit, for, yeah, Golden Palace. This is causing an awakening within you. Like, this is a huge spiritual awakening. And whatever this is leading you to be a mentor to others. Like, this is going to help you help others. And I know that sucks to hear sometimes, but it's also great. It's like, yeah, but like, great, you know? You are doing so good, pal, too. I promise you, you're going to get through this. This is so much harder than I don't think a lot of people know you're even going through this. And I think that's just a testament to your strength. Like, you've gotten through this so far and you've processed so much. You're on the last leg of this. You have the strength to let this go. You can do it. I know you can, pal, too. Okay, guys, I think that's all I have for you. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hi, Pal 3. Welcome to your reading. So today we are doing a pick a card on what is happening next for you. And you picked Spirit Guardian of Summer Expansion. We also have Dragon Spirit Change. We have Mystical Sister. We have Stag Spirit Leadership. We have Breath. We have the Nectar, the Vow, and the Mountain. Okay, so this is huge. I feel like something really exciting is happening for you. I feel like some of you already may know this. There's some role you're stepping into, some vow you're making, but something that feels so exciting and like a breath of fresh air. Like, I don't know if you've been dealing with quite a lot of dense, heavy energies. I feel like you could have been coming from pile 2 and now this is where you're heading. Some of you may pick pile 2 and pile 3. Pile 2 is very dense and heavy and been going through a lot of releasing and letting go. And I feel like it could be somewhere you're coming from. But I feel like I feel like you climbed a mountain, okay? It was very difficult. You had to do a lot of healing. You've been having to do a lot of healing. You maybe have had to let go of a lot of things or had to have some type of major breakthrough. But through surrender, I'm specifically getting surrender and letting go, you've gained something. Like, there's something new coming in for you. It's a new beginning, somewhere that you're going to be a leader, something that feels really soft and sweet, and something that you're really willing to make a promise to. Some of you so this could be having children. This could be, what's it called? This could be getting into a new relationship. This could be stepping into a new role. This could be going for a passion project that's going to be financially abundant. There is something happening that is huge here, okay? And it's because you've expanded and have been willing to change. And whatever this has to do, it has to do with you stepping into a leadership role, right? So really stepping into... I'm just getting a very motherly energy, but I'm also getting, I'm getting the Emperor and the Empress, specifically those two cards coming into my head. I'm hearing you're embarking on a new journey towards something really beautiful. Like, I feel like it's so different for all of you, but the main thing is that you're choosing to climb a new mountain that's going to be so much more aligned. And I was seeing specifically the North Star. So this to you would be like the dream of all dreams, the thing that you like always really wanted and like dreamed of and manifested, but never could until now. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like one of the biggest dreams you've ever had is coming to life. One of the biggest things you've ever wanted is happening for you. A relationship that you really wanted is coming in. A soulmate. I'm getting pregnancy. I'm getting like a lot of different details, but there's also something about, like a person that is really close to you that is helping you kind of in your journey, because we've got Mystical Sister here. Yeah, this is huge. I also don't know why, but so you see the black kind of bracelet beads, and then there's some on this too. Like, you're making a vow to something that is so heart-centered. Like, I can't even tell you. It's something to do with your heart chakra. So it's something you really wanted, something that you've really worked for. You've had to really expand and become the person that you've become to really hold this manifestation. Because I do feel like a lot of this is a manifestation coming through for you, or coming alive, or coming true. And you've had to work really hard to get to this point, because you have to be able to hold a manifestation. And if you can't hold a manifestation, then it kind of will fall apart usually, right? But you are stepping into a new beginning, whatever that looks like for you. And I'm so excited for you. I can't. This Stag card is like screaming. Like, when I pulled this card, I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is huge. Like, this is huge. you're really coming into your own. That's what I'm feeling. Like you've been through a huge process, maybe had to let things go, had to have a solitude period, and now you're getting to step up into this role that you've really wanted to step up into, because I feel like it's a role of some type, right? Some role in a job, some role in a healing modality, some role in a, could be a family role, right? But really having to step up in some way. But this is really good, pile 3. Like, this is huge. I'm so excited. Yeah, some of you it's the Lovers and the 8 of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. We have Gemini energy. Some of you it's a relationship that's coming in. You're getting communication on a specific relationship that you've really wanted, or because eight of Wands is communication, but it also just fast moving energy. So some of you could be getting communication specifically from a person that you really wanted to be with or really wanted to hear from. That's what I'm hearing for some of you. Okay, what's happening next? 2 of Swords, making a decision. What's 2 of Swords about? Hold on. To move to calmer waters. Once you so there's some of you are facing a decision to make on how to implement this new change. Some of you don't know how this is going to go. Some of you don't know how things are going to work out. And so that's creating a little bit of uncertainties. I don't know why, because usually 2 of Swords I'm getting as like you don't know how to make a decision. But for some of you, I'm getting this 2 of Swords is meaning like you don't have to make a decision, but you just don't know which way the outcome is going to happen. But you're really hoping for a good outcome. And you're really moving to trying to be more calm, trying to be more centered. That's what I'm getting. And what's Knight of Swords? There's an incoming something. What is this incoming? Oh, shoot. Wow. Sorry. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Yeah, something's coming on the horizon. Something is coming on the horizon for you. Hold on one second. Okay. Something on the horizon is incoming really quickly towards you. That's what I'm seeing. And for some of you, it's a collaboration, because we have 3 of Pentacles. What is coming towards them? I need more information on this. A commitment. We have the Hierophant. Yep. Some commitment that you are, so we have Taurus energy. Some commitment is incoming after a period of rest. So I'm getting, okay. So period of rest was here. So, okay, sorry guys. So incoming really quickly after a period of solitude is the 3 of Wands. So 3 of Wands is like on the horizon, ships coming in, manifestations coming in. Something to do with a collaboration. Doesn't have to be collaboration, can be a relationship, but there's some type of collaborative energy coming towards you. Something to do with a commitment. Some of you could be a spiritual commitment. Some of you could be a relationship commitment. And it's a huge new opportunity. And then look at, with the 10 of Pentacles. So this is going to affect your stability, your long-term stability. Whatever this opportunity is incoming quickly towards you. And it has to do with a commitment. And it does to me have a spiritual element to it. Some of you could be stepping into a spiritual role. Some of you could be stepping into a new job. Some of you could be making a commitment to a creative project. Some of you could be making a commitment to a person. But it's a committed energy that's coming in towards you. And it's an opportunity to build towards your 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is everything long term. Whatever this thing is that's coming in for you is huge. It's huge. It's a huge opportunity. And it's a long-term opportunity. That's what I'm saying. Wow. This is huge, pile 3. Like, this is so big. Is there anything else that's coming in? Queen of Wands. So some of you could have a Queen of Wands coming in towards you. Queen of Wands. Let me see. King of Wands. King of Wands. Look at Queen of Wands, King of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. So 9s could be important. Okay. So some of you already know this. Some of you already know that a union is about to happen between you and someone else. King of Wands is someone who is fiery, passionate, knows how to use fire in a very, I'm hearing condensed, but a very smart, mature way. Queen of Wands is fire too. You have 2 counterparts sitting here, and they're under the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is something that really makes you feel like you're worth, whatever this is, it is something that's going to make you feel valuable. It's worthwhile. It's fulfilling. It really gets you connected to how to treat yourself better, how to expand in a way that is helpful for you, how to be more aligned. It's all about valuing oneself. So whatever this relationship or situation or work situation that's coming in, because this doesn't have to be a person. These can be just 2 parts of you that are connecting, and that's creating a 10 of Pentacles and a 9 of Pentacles situation. But whatever it is, is helping you really, it's going to make you feel empowered. That's like, I'm trying to boil it down. Some of you may have anxiety about this because you feel like you already know what's coming in. That's okay. I feel like it's a pretty good amount of healthy anxiety. I think that's what I'm seeing, at least. Yeah, it's something that's going to make you feel the Ace of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So we have another King coming through. There's the Eight of Wands again, and the Fool. Yeah, it's a new beginning. Yep. Away from the past. Like, and some of you, this could have an element of the past within it, but it's not like, it's like a really beautiful thing. So you guys are moving towards a new beginning. Sorry, you hear my child in the background. You're moving towards a new beginning that's going to help your stability. And it's a new beginning in love in some way, whether it be the love for yourself, a love for another, a love together, a new, like I'm getting a new child, new project, new place of living, even for some of you, but it's going to be really good for your long-term stability. Like, this is huge. This is so big. I'm so excited for you, pile 3. Ooh, I'm so happy for you. Like, this is huge. Okay. Like, good for you. I'm so happy this is happening. Okay. Is there any advice you want me to give pile 3 before we end? Okay, we got solitude. We've got dry desert. Hold on one second. We've got golden palace. We have bone collector. Hold on one second. I want to get a little bit more. Some of you kind of felt like you were in a really dry desert waiting for this to happen, not knowing if this manifestation would ever come in. That's what I'm getting. And it's coming in. Like, you go from dry desert to magic stream. It's like an incoming of water, which is like an incoming of love, soothing, really beautiful emotions. Really, I just see a flowing where you could have felt like really left out to dry. Like, you didn't know if this was ever going to happen for you. You didn't know if this was ever going to work out. You've been really like alone, feeling really like alone in this, feeling very like you're not getting your thirst quenched. Like, you needed something. And I'm seeing whatever you've needed to come in is coming in for you. That's what I'm seeing the most. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited for you. You're going to have to tell me in the comments if this has already happened for you or not. Making a choice. What's this making a choice about? Hold on one second. Cleaning house. Some of you have to let go of some of you still, okay, this is funny how this is coming through. So some of you have to clean your house. Like, it's just genuinely, like, I've never gotten it so literally, but some of you have to clean your house because I feel like there's like a new arrival, or you need new energy or something happening. I don't know why that's coming through. Making a choice. Some of you have to make a choice. Yes. Okay, let me see. Into the unknown, balancing act, ghost lands, and wide open. This could be asking a lot of you, okay? And Spirit is just honoring that this journey this journey is going to be so fulfilling, but it is going to like, you are going to have to keep working at this. Like, it's giving me a lot of responsibility, but I think that you're down. Like, whatever this is, you're not going to feel like it's a responsibility that you're going to have to like put in work and you're just getting drained from. Like, no, this is the opposite of that. Like, this is like work you want to do. And Spirit is saying that you deserve it. And I am just so excited this is coming in for you, pile 3. Like, I think you've had to give up a lot to get here. I think you've had to work really hard to get here. I think you've had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations to get this. Like, I think you've had to wait for quite a long time. If you had to wait years to have this happen. Like, that's what I'm seeing for you. So it's coming in, pile 3. Let me know how that goes, okay? And let me know, like, if you've already experienced this, because I really want to know what it is for each of you. Okay, guys, I think that's all I have for you, though, and I will see you guys next time.